Here we are. Let's see, it's June 20th, 2025. Just starting on the Fern Trail. It's also part of the Skyline Pirates Fall line, which I may do. I don't know. Anyway, I got the All Trails app opened up, so I get different choices and different trails still. Let's see what I can do today. Shoot, I gotta get my stick. Anyway, nice day out. First day of summer. Beautiful out here. Alright, so I'm still on the Fern Trail. This is definitely a mountain bike trail. Just past, or half a dozen or so just past me. Two of them right at the beginning past me. So that's mainly what I'm looking out for today. In fact, we got more coming. So I think I will do the, what do they call it, Skyline Pirates Fall line. There are actually 3 different trails that make a loop. And they all start off at the parking lot on the Fern Trail, or I guess you can go the other way on the loop. But anyway, the good thing about all the bikes is I don't expect to see really any snakes on the trail. Probably get run over. But I got my rattlesnake stick from last week with me, just in case. Alright, so this is the fall line portion of the trail. So far it's been climbing up, a bit more rocky. This part of the trail's a little better though. Another biker just passed me going the other way. I'm doing the loop counterclockwise, which definitely if you're on a bike, you want to be going the other way. Because it seems like fall line would be so far all downhill if you were going the other way. Bit more sunny on this trail, but not too bad. Beautiful day, a little warm out. Probably not even gonna be 80 here today. Total, this loop should be about 5.5 miles. Definitely need the app or some sort of map for the trails, because there's a lot of different trails out here and it's easy to take one certain direction and who knows where you're gonna end up. about 1.25 or 1.75 miles in. Definitely an odd part of the trail for a mountain bike to come through. But yeah, this trail has been challenging, to say the least. Anyway, about an hour in, and a 1.25 miles in, there was a bench, small one, that took a little break, and just took another little break. Nice rock to sit on. But still all uphill at this point on the fall line. So we're about 2 miles in. About 740 feet elevation. Just about at the top, so it's basically half up and then half down. Looks like the way I went counterclockwise is a little bit steeper. Both ways seem to be steep, but I'd rather have it uphill steeper than downhill steep, so we'll see. Into a burn area in here, not sure if this is older or from the fall. Just seems like the trees mainly, so makes me think it's older, but not sure. Didn't find myself for a while early on. I think I'm still on the fall line trail. One mountain bike came across earlier coming down, and at that little bench at 1.25 miles in, there was a hiker coming back the other way. But nobody since. Basically at the top, it's a little bit over 800 foot elevation gain. Over about 2.8 miles in. Oh, halfway point. came about 3 miles in and found a nice bench to sit on. Nice view of the, I guess it's dried Baldwin Lake that way. On the other side of those trees, Big Bear Lake is somewhere. That's where I'll be heading. So this is the Pirates Trail. So there's multiple trails on this particular loop. And this one will lead to Skyline Trail, which will take me back to where I started. I'm not quite sure if this is from the line fire. It's been what, 6 months? Actually, yeah, 7, 8 months now. 6. You know, all the grasses have grown, if that's the case. So a little over 4¼ miles in. Now I'm on the Skyline Trail portion of this loop. I got over 1.5 miles more to go. Finally came across a couple more people on mountain bikes. So the second half of this loop is for the most part downhill. There have been a couple sections though where you are going up for a little bit, and then it kind of flattens out. So far I like going down this part than I would have liked going down the other end that I came up on, so if that makes any sense. So luckily today isn't too bad heat-wise, because while there is still quite a bit of shade on the trail, there's also quite a bit of sun. Some areas more than others, but not bad for the first day of summer. Well, half a mile to go. It's gonna make this a 6-mile hike today. Just finally came across another mountain biker heading the other way. I imagine this trail is very busy on the weekends. you got a lot of these areas where, see that right there? That's a jump. So these mountain bikes go down this trail right there. That's a ramp to launch. Anyway. A lot of side shoots though, so as usual, I recommend having the All Trails app. Keep track where you're going. Actually, that was just a little shortcut where that ramp was, because we're gonna loop around right to where that ended up, I bet. Very nice trail system. Like I've been saying all along, I'm actually on. It's been 4 trails to make a loop, and there's many options out here. Mainly why you need the map. Yeah, see, here's that ramp I was looking at. We were just up there. They come down, hit this ramp, and launch down that trail.